A pyramid scheme in a preacher's disguise. They'll drain your account, leave you broken, betrayed, then tell you salvation's just one course away. Locked in the sea, or working all day, no time for sleep, no right to say. Families broken, kids cast aside, in the cult of pain where the truth has died. They silence the critics, they blacklist the names, label you suppressive and ruin your game. You'll lose your mother, your father, your son. Fair game. Don't stop till your life comes undone. Locked in the sea, or working all day, no time for sleep, no right to say. Families broken, kids cast aside, in the cult of pain where the truth has died. Locked in the hole, trapped in a cell, no way to leave, just a personal hell. Scrubbing the floors till your hands are raw. Daring to speak is against the law. A billion-year contract, no way to be free. No wages, no choices, just pure misery. They'll audit your secrets, record every sin, then blackmail you when you try to leave them. Locked in the sea, org working all day, no time for sleep, no right to say. Families broken, kids cast aside, in the cult of pain where the truth has died. Run while you can, break out of the chains, expose the abuse, scream out their names. The world needs to know the lies can't remain. No more victims in the cult of pain.
A voice like thunder, it called us to the light, promised a kingdom where wrongs return to right. He spoke of freedom, of justice, of a plan, but chains can look like love in a desperate man. He said, trust in me and we'll build a better place. We marched in step, no doubt, no disgrace. But the whispers in the night grew louder every day, and the path we walked was leading us astray. Drink the Kool-Aid, taste the lies, sacrifice under a poison sky. Blind devotion, a one-way ride. In the name of hope, so many died. A paradise promised, a jungle's dark embrace, but dreams turned sour in this forsaken place. Mothers held their children, tears in their eyes. Faith demands a price, came the preacher's lies. He said, this is love, this is loyalty's test. But love isn't murder and peace isn't death. The drums of fear kept beating through the haze, while the innocent prayed for brighter days. Drink the Kool-Aid, taste the lies, sacrifice under a poison sky. Blind devotion, a one-way ride. In the name of hope, so many died. Drink the Kool-Aid, taste the lies, sacrifice under a poison sky. Blind devotion, a one-way ride. In the name of hope, so many died. One makes a leader, one makes a slave. One makes the faithful dig their own grave. When all you want is a place to belong, sometimes the need for love turns deadly and wrong. Drink the Kool-Aid, taste the lie, sacrifice under a poison sky. Blind devotion, a one-way ride. In the name of hope, so many die. Drink the Kool-Aid, taste the lie, sacrifice under a poison sky. Blind devotion, a one-way ride. In the name of hope, so many die. Apples in the jungle, whispers in the trees, a haunting reminder carried on the breeze. Jonestown shadow will never fade away, a warning to the lost to seek another way.
In the desert sun, he carved his name. A messiah's tongue, a twisted game. Promises of fire, the world to burn. A race war's coming, it's your turn. With broken minds, he led them blind. He spoke of love, but they would find the lies were sharp like daggers drawn. In the name of the King, they carried on. Under the stars of a blood-red sky, they followed the voice, no questions why. Helter, Skelter, the words of doom. In the name of Manson, they sealed their tomb. Blood on the walls, in the night, a cult of chaos led by the light. Sharon cried with a life untold, her unborn child left in the cold. With knives in hand, they took their lives. In the name of truth, no one survives. Their minds were bent, their hearts were sold to a king of lies with a heart gone cold. Under the moon, they'd make their stand, following blindly in his command. Under the stars of a blood-red sky, they followed the voice, no questions why. Helter, Skelter, the words of doom. In the name of Manson, they sealed their tomb. Blood on the walls, screams in the night, a cult of chaos led by the light. Whispers in the night, the end is near. They danced in madness, gripped by fear. A twisted dream, a nightmare spun. As the bodies fell, the war begun. Under the stars of a blood-red sky, they followed the voice, no questions why. Helter, Skelter, the words of doom. In the name of Manson, they sealed their tomb. Blood on the walls, screams in the night, a cult of chaos led by the light.
chunk of lore, with tales of Tibet and so much more. A surgeon of souls, a scribe of the sky, yet questions linger, truth or lie. The third eye pierced, so you proclaim cosmic wisdom, your soul untamed. From astral planes to feline thought, you offered answers the West had sought. A soul transplanted, a body anew, an Englishman's shell for visions true. The skeptics cheered, the faithful prayed, a prophet's path or charlatan's trade. You spoke of chakras, karmic debt, a life before and lives unmet. Cults of believers clung to your word, drawn to the mist and whispers heard. Yet in the shadows doubts would creep, a world divided, awake and asleep. Still your pages spread like fire, feeding seekers strange desire. All outside, a paradox you remain, a voice of wisdom or clever fame. In the end your stories stay, an enigma's mark that won't decay. A body anew, an Englishman's shell for visions true. The skeptics cheered, the faithful prayed, a prophet's path or charlatan's trade. You spoke of chakras, karmic debt, a life before and lives unmet. Cults of believers clung to your word, drawn to the mystic whispers heard. Yet in the shadows doubts would creep, a world divided, awake and asleep. Still your pages spread like fire, feeding seekers strange desire. All outside, a paradox you remain, a voice of wisdom or clever fame. In the end your stories stay, an enigma's mark that won't decay. The shadows doubts would creep, a world divided, awake and asleep. Still your pages spread like fire, a prophet's path or charlatan's trade. Yet in the shadows doubt would creep, a world divided, awake and asleep. Still your pages spread like fire, feeding seekers strange desire. Oh Lobsang, a paradox you remain. Said you're special, you're strong, you're chosen. Just sign your name, let the brand be golden. A secret pact, a whispered vow, you're in too deep to leave it now. The walls are glass, the locks are steel, smiling faces hide the deal. You swore you never kneel or break, now you're just another slave. Bow to the master, say his name, call the letters, burn the shame. You thought you'd rise, but now you drown. He built you up to break you down. The goddess lies, the king deceives. They made you beg, they made you bleed, bleed. Sisterhood in chains of fire, a brand that brands you as a liar. The lessons twist, the lessons turn. Give your secrets, watch them burn. You swore you'd never lose control, now the master owns your soul. Bow to the master, say his name, call the letters, burn the shame. You thought you'd rise, but power, they said it's love. They stole your will, that was enough. The cuffs are tight, the lights are dim. You're just another vow to him. Horse that you down. He took your body, took your trust, but in the end he'll turn to dust. Bow to the master, say his name, call the letters, burn the shame. You thought you'd rise, but now you drown. He built you up to break you down. To break you down. To break you down. To break you down. They said it's power, they said it's love. They stole your will, that was enough. The cuffs are tight, the lights are dim. You're just another vow to him.
There's a voice in the static calling your name. A promise of freedom beyond all this pain. Close your eyes, take my hand, leave your flesh behind. The gate is open, the stars are aligned. Follow the through the sky, shed your body, no need to cry. The spaceship is waiting, the time is so near. Let go of your sorrow, let go of your fear. Robes are glowing in the cold TV light. Eyes wide with wonder, they say it's alright. No need for questions, no need to run. He speaks of the kingdom, the work is all done. Gates never opened, the ship never came, but still they are calling, still whispering name. Follow the comet, drift through the sky, shed your body. No need to cry.
hills of Texas, they gathered round. A preacher's voice, a prophetic sound. David Koresh, the chosen one, promised salvation when the war's begun. They built their walls, their faith was strong, but the storm outside was coming on. A fire burned, the world looked in, and the gates of heaven let them in. Waco's last stand, a story untold, a cult of believers, their fate was sold. In the fire they fell, in the flames they burned. The world watched it all, but no one learned. Waco's last stand, no way to win, just a desperate cry and the silence within. They waited for the end, for the final sign, a battle between the wrong and the divine. The government's forces closing in tight. The prophecy said they'd rise in the night, but the dawn came and brought only tears. As smoke filled the air and echoed their fears. A desperate cry, a final call. In the fire they gave their all. Waco's last stand, a story untold, a cult of believers, their fate was sold. In the fire they fell, in the flames they burned. The world watched it all, but no one learned. Waco's last stand, no way to win, just a desperate cry and the silence within. Was it faith or was it fear? A world divided, the end was near. Fingers pointing, blame and shame, but in the flames they died the same. Waco's last stand, a story untold, a cult of believers, their fate was sold. In the fire they fell, in the flames they burned. The world watched it all, but no one learned. Waco's last stand, no way to win, just a desperate cry and the silence within. Waco's last stand, the ashes remain, a tragic end, a broken chain. Remember the lost, the innocent gone, a warning for the world, but it lingers on.
In the shadow of the mountain, a secret is kept, a whispered promise, in silence they wept. Chasing the light, but blinded by the sun, a path to salvation, but the end has come. They believed in the stars and the fire above, a final ascent to a world full of love. Ascensions and the skies burning red, a faith they believed, a path they all tread. In the darkness they fall, in the silence they rise, the promise of heaven behind all their lies. Ascensions and the fire consumes, a new world awaits as the old one exhumes. To the flame, to cleanse their souls in the eternal name.
A twisted redemption, the price was too high. They believed in the lie as the world said goodbye. They believed in the stars, in the fire above, a final ascent to a world full of love. Ascensions and the skies burning red, a fate they believed, a path they all tread. In the darkness they fall, in the silence they rise, the promise of heaven behind all their lies. Ascensions end, the fire consumes, a new world awaits as the old one exhumes. A final whisper in the night, a soul surrendered to the light. But the light was a lie and the end was a dream, a world reborn in a deadly scheme. Ascensions and the skies burning red, a fate they believed, a path they all tread. In the darkness they fall, in the silence they rise, the promise of heaven behind all their lies. Ascensions end, the fire consumes, a new world awaits as the old one exhumes. The stars fade away, the silence remains. In the ashes of faith, nothing sustains. Ascensions end, a world left behind. In the echoes of death, they seek to find. In the shadows of the Father, they were bound in chains, taught to love in silence, and had all their pain. Whispers of salvation in the night's cold air, a promise of heaven, but they weren't aware. They told them it was love, a gift from above, but it was a lie wrapped in the name of love. In the name of love they were torn apart, led by a broken, deceiving heart. In the name of love they were made
me deep within. The light was cold, but I still knelt, chained by faith in something else. Blind devotion, hands held high, marching to the great goodbye. No escape, no questioning, just a prayer and suffering. They call it love, they call it peace, but all I see are shackled feet. They took my name, they took my past, they took my mother's face, left me with a hollow smile, drowning in their grace. A promised land, a silver key, but only if I bled. 1,000 voices sang my fate, the hymns inside my head. The truth was there, but I stayed blind, afraid of what I'd leave behind. Blind devotion, hands held high, marching to the great goodbye. No escape, no questioning, just a prayer and suffering. They call it love, they call it peace, but all I see are shackled feet. A moment's doubt, a crack of light, the walls collapse inside my mind. If I let go, will I still be someone more than what they see? Blind devotion, I let go. Now I see what I should know. No escape, no questioning, just a prayer and suffering. They call it love, they call it peace, but all I see were shackled feet. They said the world was ending soon, but only ours was doomed.